On the 509th day of the war in Ukraine, the fighting was concentrated in these areas. In the Kupyansk-Svatove front, Russian sources reported that their assault units, with the support of the 21st Motorized Rifle Brigade, crossed the Zherebets River in the areas west of the Karmazynivka-Novovodiane line, where fighting was reported. The response from the Ukrainian side was quick, and it is reported that the units of the 25th Airborne Brigade of the Ukrainian Army have launched counterattacks against the Russian forces in this area, assisted by an M777 artillery battery operating from Makivka, south of the front line, in the direction of Torske. Russian sources reported that their forces have lost the momentum they had at the beginning of the offensive over this area, and that the Ukrainian forces have launched a series of counterattacks aiming to push their Russian forces eastward. As a result, a small advance of the Ukrainian army is reported in the area between Dibrova and Torske. According to official Ukrainian sources, the situation in the Lyman-Kupyansk front is expected to get more difficult in the coming days. Today, the commander of the Ukrainian ground forces, Oleksandr Syrskyi, stated that the Russian forces on the Kupyansk-Svatove front are on the offensive and are currently concentrating a large number of troops. According to the spokesperson of the Eastern Group of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Serhiy Cherevati, the Russian command is concentrating a large number of forces, reportedly up to 100,000 troops, in the Lyman-Kupyansk line. In Bakhmut front, Ukrainian forces continue their efforts to advance north and south of the city of Bakhmut. During the last 24 hours, no major territorial changes were reported, but the Ukrainian army continues to slowly gain ground in the areas west of Klishivka and Andrivka. As seen in this short video published by Ukrainian sources, assault units of the 3rd Assault Brigade, which operate in the areas west of Andrivka, destroyed the T-90M tank of the Russian army using an FPV kamikaze drone. Further south, based on geolocated videos, the 28th Mechanized Brigade of the Ukrainian forces is slowly advancing towards Kurdyumivka from the northwest. Today, in the early hours of the morning, there were reports of a powerful explosion in the Kerch Bridge that connects Russia and Crimea. From the images published on the internet, it seems that a part of the bridge has suffered major damage. It is not yet known what caused the damage to the bridge, but official Russian sources reported about an explosion from under the bridge in its 145th pillar. Some Russian telegram channels believe that the explosion on the Crimean Bridge was caused by 2 Ukrainian underwater kamikaze drones. The total destruction of this bridge would cut off the largest supply line of the Russian forces engaged on the southern front. A few hours later, about 200 kilometers northwest of the bridge, a Russian Su-25 fighter jet reportedly crashed in the nearby Krasnodar region. Today, Russia declared that it would suspend its participation in the Black Sea grain deal, which allowed Ukraine to export its grain through the ports of Odessa, Yuzhny, and Chornomorsk. The deal was facilitated by the UN and Turkey last year and was meant to ease the food crisis sparked by the Russian blockade of the Ukrainian ports. The press secretary of the Russian president, Dmitry Peskov, said that Russia will return to the grain deal as soon as the agreement concerning it are fulfilled. Meanwhile, the press secretary of the Ukrainian president, Serhiy Nikiforov, stated that Ukraine hopes to continue supplying grain using the Black Sea corridor without Russia, and that they are waiting for a confirmation from the UN and Turkey to continue their work.
That's all for today's video. Please don't forget to help the channel grow by liking the video and subscribing, and also for those who want to support the channel, you can visit my Patreon page. Thank you.